Girl, shit's fucked.
Is that what we're talking about? The Real Housewives of Alberta.
And Minnesota, don't you know?
We just can't shut the F up.
Like we do the same thing at the same time. How are you doing, Holly?
I know. Hello, welcome everybody. Sorry we were 2 minutes late. That's my fault.
My too, but I hate my hair, Holly. I fucking hate my hair.
I know you hate your hair.
No, I hate it. I hate it.
It's okay. Don't look at yourself.
I feel like, you know what I feel like? I feel like that guy from The Simpsons, the clown. Yeah.
Krusty?
Yeah. No, not Krusty, the other one. The fucking weird one.
I thought Krusty was the weird one.
Oh, there's the creepy other cloud, but it's fine. Anyways, how are you doing, Holly? Nice to see you. We haven't really talked today, even though we have, but not really.
Yeah, we kind of
a lot of messages.
Well, there was lots of messages sent back and forth, and I don't know. I just worked today, so I'm just tired from working.
Oh, your hair looks so good. What the fuck?
I went to bed with wet hair.
Disrespectful.
And it's kind of fluffy.
Yes, thank you. Crusade Show Bob. Thank you. I just really want, it's going to be gone. I'm getting rid of it. I'm shaving my head tomorrow.
Oh, Sideshow Bob?
Sideshow Bob. Yes, thank you.
Oh, you don't look anything like Sideshow Bob. His hair was like...
Okay, but it's the color. It's just, I just fuck it.
I know. Red is so hard to maintain. And like I used to do red just like yours all the time. And I loved it. But a hairdresser told me that the red molecule is too big to fully absorb into your hair. So that's why it washes off really easily.
Yeah, it just looks like orange bullshit.
Yeah, and it fades after the first wash. And there's nothing you can do other than not washing your hair. So...
yeah, I tried that, but then it just feels gross. And I tried the dry shampoo. Ugh, yuck. I don't know. Anybody else have autism fingers? I do. And it feels like, yuck. It feels like in your teeth. It. Good morning, Von D. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Hello, KJV Michael. Oh, Elephant Boy hair. Thank you, Oily Film. Thank you. Siska, how are you doing? Tonight we got a fucked up show. I got to be honest with you. I went down a rabbit hole of just absolutely wish I hadn't gone down, but now that I went down it, I'm bringing you all. And Holly, you don't even know. It's so fucked up.
Well, you know the rabbit hole I went down, so
yeah. Put a hat on or two. I could, but it's just, you know what? I just like, honestly, I just need to go back to like a nice lighter brown, not dark brown. I don't like that either. Oh, you know what? I'm just having a fucking day with it. But anyways, it's fine. Let's cheer everybody up. I've got a video that'll cheer everyone up. It'll get us back on track for a second. Okay, Holly?
Sounds good.
I thought of you when I saw this, Holly.
I'm sure using the all-new McOld Lady Loose Lip Burger, a wrinkle-dangling piece of seasoned beef so tender it practically tells stories. Topped with crisp lettuce, tomato, and gooey American cheese on a toasted bun. One bite and you'll
See, don't say I don't think of you. And don't say that there's nothing that inspires me. Right, Holly?
I would like to know the precise and exact reason why that made you think of me.
I don't know. Everybody, shall we watch it one more time? Let's fill in Holly.
Introducing the all-new McOld Lady Loose Lip Burger, a wrinkle-dangling piece of seasoned beef so tender it practically tells stories. Topped with crisp lettuce, tomato, and gooey American cheese on a toasted bun. One bite and you'll...
Rude.
You know what it is? It's the sparkle in the man's eye. I've seen that same sparkle with Aaron when you guys are together, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's what it is. That's what really made me think of you, Holly. You're welcome.
Okay.
I had to do it. Also, dude, did you know that in Spain they're hilarious? They are hilarious. Check out what they've got in Spain. bonito
Amable gente y de sus calles, mira un pasacalles.
I know it leaves you with more questions than answers, but you know what? I think it would have been a much more authentic reality, like real authentic play. I don't understand Spanish, so I mean, they might as well have been saying this, but if they were all to go,
Well, that's the authenticity is not there. I want to hear the
I just put my
well, the juxtaposition of the center of the universe and the singularity.
fuck. They should have had his sidekicks, his little lying fucking weird queer looking sidekicks.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay. We could do it. We should do our own. Holly, why have I not thought of this genius plan before? Let's create our own Stephen Hawking
Tribute day,
tribute band. Fuck,
okay,
we could do it.
Are you
Anybody want to join?
Hawking?
We could all be Stephen Hawking. Anybody can be Stephen Hawking.
Well,
all you need
a translator.
is a wheelchair. Oof. Holly, we could play games. We could take turns being translator. But we should do that. Let's do it. The Stephen Hawking tribute band. I bet you we get into like casinos and shit. Like and do the, the show.
We could do tours.
We should. Anybody in the chat want to join us?
Yeah,
Stephen
you're welcome.
Hawking tribute
Join
band.
us. Stephen Hawking's tribute band. You don't have to be able to play or even sing.
That's fantastic. Is this Davos? It might as well have been. Oh, Holly. I look like Holly. Is Holly uploading? Is that what you're doing? Because
I'm like downloading and uploading and linking and everything. I had it all set.
Okay, I've got a few little things anyways. Don't worry. I'm not as organized as usual. Well, I am organized. I went down a dirty ass rabbit hole, Holly. It was sick.
Okay. Give her.
Sick. No, it was sick. So I was trying to research sex, right? Like just who the fuck decides? Like, I don't know. I get weird questions in my head. Okay, like who named a chair a chair? Why is a chair a chair? Why is a chair not named a table? Things like this. These are my questions I have for the universe. Never get answers to. But I was like, who decides which sex is morally acceptable and not? Right? Like, how do they decide? Who decides? So I went down a rabbit hole and then we got to like family planning and the Rockefellers, and then we got to Alfred Kingsley, and then we got to table 31. Yep. And I had to do it. So all of you will do it with me today. We're going to go through.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to need the dogs to relax. Thanks.
Dog, shut up.
Sit, behave. Good girl and boy.
That was the boy.
Oh. So I did. Hi, Dano. How you doing? Hawking was a fake. He was.
Mm-hmm.
We could do a JFG tribute band. I guess we could. We just come out there. We just put cans of silly sperm or silly string in our pants, and then just spray everybody.
That video that you showed, actually, the ending was the JFG tribute.
Yes,
as he inseminated all of the geniuses.
Okay, I just really do need to watch that one more time though. So now, guys, picture it. Like we could make some money here. Okay, the Real Alberta Housewives presents the Stephen Hawking tribute band with special feature of JF Garepi.
Amable gente y de sus calles, mira un pasacalles.
Dude, Holly, I think that we got it. I think we found it. I think we found our $1 million idea.
I think.
And I don't want to brag, but I mean, we're going to do it, Holly. And you know where we can practice? Walmart has those wheelchairs we can borrow. They have the electric ones.
Yep.
So
the carts.
You and I need to go shopping soon. Let's just go. Let's just go get a cart and we'll just practice and see how well received it is.
Do casinos have those little carts that you can borrow? Because I think that
Holly,
would go
wow.
better in a casino.
Holly, I know that you think I'm the expert, okay? All right, but I'm not. I don't think so. I think only Walmart gives us the wheelchair. So anybody else have any ideas for us to do that? I think we should do it. Who's going to come to the show? Somebody else is going to come to the show. All of you.
Everyone's got to come to the show. We got to do a meet and greet where we dress up like.
Yeah, like the Terror Tour is nothing on the Stephen Hawking tribute band.
The Stephen Hawking tribute band is much better than the Terror Tour because there's nothing scary about it.
Fucking super politically incorrect. Can we drool a little? Did he drool? He must have drooled.
I don't know. Maybe his little helper guy was the dabber.
Yeah, the spittle dabber.
Dabbing.
Oh, right, Holly. Well, I mean, I'm glad that we've planned that. We got a good show ahead of us.
Yeah, and I'm really glad you deep dove into that.
What? Oh, into the thing? Well, it's because I'm avoiding going into the dirty shit. But actually, Holly, I know when to sound distracted, and I am, but I don't want to sound distracted. Actually, I'll tell you why I'm distracted. So somebody, a friend of mine, was acting concerned or concerning, sort of like giving off vibes that I wasn't sure about. So I asked, are you okay? Everything okay? And that person chose not to respond. That person's probably watching, so I appreciate it if you just sent I'm good.
It was a thumbs up.
Yeah, it's distracting me. But yeah, I want to tell everybody, guys, we fucking, I was really annoyed. I found this out yesterday, Holly. It gets worse. I'm sure you've seen it because I put it in the group there from Canuck Law.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a message last night from a good friend of ours, letting us know that there is a Israeli wall kissing tour going on with a bunch of Canadian influencers or independent journalists, and I was first of all, one motherfucker on that list is the amazing Zoltan. Let me be clear. He's not amazing. This guy's a fucking creeper, liar, piece of shit, fake, weak. I cannot stand him. Sniveling little fucking suck kiss he'll get paid off for any kind of story, because what he did is he tried to be like chatty with us, right? Well, with me and Aaron and whatever, friendly during the whole Coots thing. Seemed like he's all right. I didn't really like him right off the bat because I didn't actually like his coverage of the Coots thing, but whatever. I can't just tell everybody how to do their jobs, I realize. So, anyways, he ended up doing, after we announced that we believe Donald Best is Grant Bristro, this prick Zoltan did a big piece, and he has I think he has 20,000 followers or something, or he had quite a bit. He had a big following, okay? And he came out and did a report on Donald Best.
And how best?
Yeah, who is Donald Best? Yeah, and it was all Donald Best's information that Donald Best provided himself. I continuously asked the amazing Zoltan on his post there. I said, who asked you to write this? Why'd you write it? Where'd you get your information? Back up your fucking facts. Because I can guarantee you, we spent hours and hours searching, okay? And those are not facts. Those are lies. So where the fuck did you get your information? Of course he ignored me because he's a weak little fucking pleb. I just cannot stand him.
He's bought and paid for, right?
Yeah, totally.
As we can see, they got their $7,000 and got to kiss the wall.
But the people in the chat, you guys are going to be amazed at who else was there. Okay, so Natasha Montreal's there. I'm going to be honest, she's been pretty open about her love for the Jews and Israel for a long time. I don't feel like that was a surprise. But there is one person on that list who is a very big surprise, and that is Karima. Karima, Karima, the lawyer who goes and videotapes protests. Karima, the one that co-authored Hategate for Diagolon. Diagolon being Jeremy McKenzie, Alex Friend, and all of them, who just went on this rant about how all Jews should be genocided and whatever. Karima, who is definitely friends with Jeremy. She definitely is. She gave that lawyer he has is through her. But Karima, she's on the Kiss of Wall tour. So she's there. And it turns out her dad's is Israeli. Her dad is an Israeli.
Mhm.
So we've got, hold on, I'm going to open up the post from Canuck Law and I'll just read it because it's real good. And it's, should make everybody here kind of annoyed.
Do you want me to? I can show
Yeah, will you do it?
Natasha's original post, the one that I was just like, what? Because I sent it to you.
Can. Did you send it to me?
Yeah, in our
I thought
chat.
It was Jacqueline. Okay.
No, I sent it to you. And I'm like, what? And then it was late. It was late in the night. And then the next morning, you're like, did you hear this?
Okay. Yeah. Will you show that one? And then I'm going to get the one from Canuck Law's page. Okay, go ahead.
So this is, I'm touring Israel with Larry and Maher from, what is it, Exigent Impact or whatever.
Yeah.
And traveling independently thereafter. In Israel, you talk to 5 people and get 6 different opinions on a topic. Learning comes through reasoned debate. Adventuring with Karima Rules, Real Andy Lee Show, and Amazing Zoltan. And then, who's that?
Oh, sorry, I'm not on the page. I'm looking. Let's see. Oh, fuck off.
That's Karima.
Yeah, no, she's there. So it's weird. Like, it's just weird. It's just weird. If you guys aren't on Canuck Chats page on Telegram, but you're on Telegram, I suggest you join. It's just Canuck Chats. But she writes this. She wrote, Karima Syed, co-author of the Hategate Affair, is giving a speech in Tel Aviv. She is taking the trip. And then there's the post. And it says, also, it turns out her father is Israeli. And there's a link to Karina Goes to Israel's Substack. Eliza Hadigan, real name Eliza Ferryman Cohen, is currently part of the Institute for Strategic Dialogue, basically a global version of Canadian Anti-Hate. It's partially funded by the ADL. You have to wonder the real reason they wrote the paper in 2023, and she's speaking about Hategate. On the surface, it appears they did a shit job intentionally with the goal of legitimizing the RCMP and CSIS honeypots. But the useful idiots will start shrieking about Fed jacketing the moment the awkward questions are asked. How is this fucking possible and how is this real life? I just don't get it. And I'm kind of getting sick of it, Holly. It's like we're walking through a minefield of zombies. Okay. Yeah. And we have to keep our brains. And we've managed to like dodge COVID, dodge the fucking propaganda for this, dodge the propaganda for that. Mm-hmm. And then we've got all these fucking zombie fucking influencers who are lying all the time about what their actual beliefs are, what their agenda is. And we're having to dodge that shit too. It's exhausting.
Well, we got hit by the ostriches and then we're able to dodge that. Like we even got caught up in that for one stream.
Yeah, we did.
There's so much that
it's hard.
Constantly have to slap yourself in the face. So I uploaded her little speech. We're not going to listen to the whole thing, but this is her speaking.
Oh, good. Let's hear it. Let's hear Karima, who is friends with she's friends with Jeremy fucking McKenzie.
Mm-hmm.
People have particular expectations of how I am supposed to think or what I am supposed to say. If I don't conform to that, not only am I rejected because of my thoughts or actual or perceived politics, but doubly so because they characterize me as some kind of traitor or not a real insert immutable characteristic here. So to properly answer your question, I think that when I am discriminated against for my ideas or thoughts or how I present myself, usually there is a dose of racism included.
Enough of that shit.
A dose of racism? You literally supported the guys who went on a terror tour, okay? A terror tour across Canada.
That started a white nationalist group in Canada.
And you're like talking like you're a victim of fucking racism?
Yep.
Jesus Christ. Is there anybody in the chat watching right now who's like, just like, what the fuck? Can it get more retarded? It can. I'm sure it can. I'm sure we're going to see it. But you notice, I don't think Mackenzie or Alex's friend have said anything about this. I mean, I don't follow them, so I don't know, but I doubt
I
they
didn't
have.
I didn't see anything, although they're not in my algorithm anymore, thank Christ.
Yeah. It's gross. It's just gross. You know what? Be who you are, say who you are. I don't care. Okay? I am who I am. Trust me, I don't have time to fucking play the games, Holly. I just can't do it. I am so disorganized as is. Could you imagine trying to carry an alternate personality, an alternate agenda? I couldn't do it. Like, I'd fail.
No, and that's why we suck at live streaming so much, is because we don't have an agenda. We just kind of call shit out as we
suck,
see
but
it.
we're so awesome too.
That was awesome.
Yeah, we were awesome. We rock.
That will always be hilarious.
It will. Yeah, I don't know. Also, I saw this. I know this isn't really important, but I just feel like somebody else needs to see it. Guys. So they're because the incest, their kids are all like fucking coming out like that. Is that the case? Like, I can't. Do we have enough problems? And like, we have enough education that you cannot do that. You cannot have babies with your first cousin.
But it's cultural. You have to make sure that you're celebrating other cultures.
Right? Everything's diversity is our strength.
Diversity.
Did you see the way the parents shut the door when the kid was like scooting over towards it? Yeah, they fucking, oh no, thank you.
Yeah.
Really fucked up though. Freaked me right out.
No, they've got a huge problem with that in the UK. It's putting, well, that's just one of the things that's putting pressure on their national health services, because so many of it's like the Pakistani Muslims that came in that believe in first cousin marriage to keep the bloodlines pure, and they're making these children that, unfortunately, it's very sad for the kids that are born like that.
Yeah, no, it's fucking awful. Like, how tragic. Like, your own parents are terrified of you because you're acting like a fucking, you're scary. They're scary. Come on, that kid was scary. If you had gone into a room and that kid was there jumping up and down that hard like that, and then he came at you, you'd be scared. I'm not trying to be mean.
It's it's terrifying, because that's like a grown man with grown man strength.
But you can't have a fucking rational conversation with them.
No, and he doesn't have the cognitive abilities to know that, he's not supposed to strangle you to death.
Yeah, exactly. Terrifying.
Wait.
So that's sad.
Karima said Deanna Sharif and Renee Good were the same person.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, so I did see that. Did she actually? Was she the one who started that rumor? Because I saw it on Facebook. Could you
really?
Imagine? Yeah, there's a Facebook post flying around. Yeah, and they put side by sides. Could you imagine? I'm gonna find it and show you it.
Yeah, I think you should.
How would it be? How was it? I wonder. KJV Michael. How would I look that up? Because like I type in Renee Good and it's gonna be.
Oh my God. There's so much. And like, I'm at the point now where I just don't care. It's not my country.
Do you think it could be? But could they? Because I mean, like, that other chick is fucked up. Ooh, if I type in blue hair, maybe Renee Good blue hair.
Oh, maybe.
This would be a good deep dive. I mean, at this point, I would not. I wouldn't throw it past any of these people. Like, they're all fucking weird and everyone's lying about everything and nothing's real. It's just all fake.
I think while you're looking for that, this is
Okay.
a good time to, like, a good segue to, this is the only video that I downloaded and actually enjoy about the whole Renee Good thing. Because, yeah, I mean, I'm sad that she got shot. Yeah, she was a horrible person. Yeah,
if she was real.
If she was real. If it wasn't just a big psyop to get the left all freaking out and the leftist women losing their fucking minds over literal child predators that the cops are arresting or ICE is deporting. literal criminals and predators, child predators, and these women are saving them. But anyway, this was fun.
Okay.
Where is this one? Is this the right one?
Say her name. Renee Nicole Good.
Her name was Renee Good, and she will be remembered for fighting for what's right.
Say Her Name is reserved for Black women.
So just a quick reminder that Say Her Name was created by Black women for Black women.
Say Her Name is specifically reserved for Black women.
8.5 by 11s, y'all cannot use the phrase Say Her Name. Not at all, actually. And it's quite audacious to think you could.
Well, well, well. Well, well, well. Well, well, well.
Oops. So yeah, bunch of white women. All, and it's really it's very strange. It's all white, middle class, millennial to middle age to Gen X women that are losing their minds over this ICE thing. And I got so tired of videos of women screeching and shaving their heads and in solidarity and all that stuff for a bitch that should have just complied.
Yeah. Well, if it's real. But I mean, holy shit. I did type in Deanna Sheriff and Renee Good. Wow. It's like a big deal. People are really, I'm going to send it. Holly, can I send this picture to the group?
Yep.
And then just because you're faster at this than I am. So there's that. I don't know how. There's not an actual side by side of Renee though. I want to see side by side.
I did see this. I don't think so. Their eyes are totally different.
Let's see.
But it doesn't have Renee Good beside. It just has the.
No, I'm trying to find the side by side images. Show us the two together. Why is it so hard to find one with the two together? Like, what the fuck? See, that makes me suspicious.
Yeah, I don't.
Like, why is there? Because somebody would have done that. Like, if there's nothing to hide, you hide nothing.
Mm-hmm. I think this was just somebody was like, wait a minute, she's got hooded eyes. So does that good bitch.
Weird.
What?
It sounds sort of like what I did at Donald Best.
Yeah, but that matched. Fact checking page.
Yeah, when did Sheriff get out of jail? Because that was pretty quiet too, right? Her release from jail was pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I don't know. KJV Michael, I just Googled it and then tried to grab it as fast as I could. But I do encourage everybody to try and find it. It is entertaining, if nothing else. Mm-hmm. It's so fucked up. See, this is what happened. Holly, we've been lied to by so many people. I am thinking, like, my brain is like, maybe that's more plausible than a woman getting shot in the face and actually dying. I'm like, it's probably just Deanna Sheriff. Like, well, I just don't believe anything anymore.
See, I didn't think so. When, of course, like you and I, when the Renee Good thing happened, it was almost too perfect to escalate.
I know.
George Floyd 2.0. The only problem with it is it was a white woman, but I mean, she is LGBTQIA plus or whatever, but it's a white woman. So the people of color aren't going to get behind it. But I think the faction that they're using this time is the highly manipulated and extremely fucking brainwormed women in the United States, the leftist women, because they're like gearing up and buying riot gear and putting on helmets and going out in the street, leaving their children at home and going out into the streets to go fight ICE.
Yeah, well,
and
but you know what's interesting about that? Seriously, listen, guys, I'm not trying to shit on the men watching the stream, okay? Because this is not a personal attack, okay?
This is not a shit on men stream.
I'm observing, I'm noticing, okay? It's the women. Again, it's just like the women during COVID. It's just like the women during all of the lockdowns and all the mandates. It's women who are out there protesting. So left or right, it doesn't matter. It's always women out there. I mean, you'll get a few fucking fags on the left that were definitely out there like, stop it, or whatever. But we're not seeing a bunch of men. What the fuck are the men doing?
Well, the men are out there, but it's just they don't have that insanity. They don't have the insanity and the numbers that the women do.
Do you remember the women locked arms in Nova Scotia right across the highway?
Yes.
During the bad dates? Women. It was women.
Women's. I've got one here that I would like to share that I present this to you as, are women stronger than men?
No. I know I'm
Who
not.
is stronger, female giants or the world's strongest dwarfs? This might just be the craziest Jesse James West video I've literally ever seen, but they first started out with max squats. The female giant worked up to 500 pounds for a 1-rep squat, which I still can't believe. That is insane. But the dwarfs worked up to 585 pounds for 3 reps, so they definitely won this round. Next up, we have a 6,000-pound G-Wagon pull. The dwarfs pulled the car in 19.39 seconds, but the girls pulled the car in 19.23 seconds, so they just barely won this round. Next up, Jesse had them do a literal 3v3 wrestling match, and I don't know how, but the dwarfs destroyed the girls. The 3 girls didn't last 10 seconds in there. Oh! No way! No way! Next up, Jesse had them do a 5v5, and it was essentially the exact same thing. I mean, these dwarves were literally throwing these 6'5" girls out of the ring.
I have to replay because I literally jumped. Don't believe that he didn't touch the ground.
For the last event, they had to do a farmer's carry race where they're holding their opponent, which I don't think is fair. I mean, the dwarfs weigh 100 pounds at the most. The dwarfs still won. They carried the girl back faster. Both of them were extremely strong in this video, but the dwarfs came up on top.
That's fucking impressive. So, to all the men watching, good job. Now I want to see dwarfs versus normal, average build men.
Like ultra strong dwarves versus the average man?
Yeah.
I think the average man would lose.
Mm-hmm. Me too. But that's pretty cool. That's actually fun. What a fucking funny... Can you imagine? You just like grab your dwarf and you toss him out of the ring, like, but you're allowed, so it's not frowned upon.
I was gonna say, I thought that was uncouth and not PC anymore to chuck dwarves around.
No, dude, I asked Jaden and Sophia when Jaden, he lives in Mexico, right? But when my daughter went out to visit, he took her to dwarf fucking wrestling.
But that's in Mexico,
and it was the funniest thing they'd ever seen. And like Jaden said that. Or Sophia said she took an offensive number of videos from this, and they laughed like hysterically the entire time because it was dwarfs wrestling, and they were dressed like, what was that movie with the Mexican guy? But it was I think it's Jack Black.
Oh, Liche, I don't know.
Noche Dombre. I don't know. It's something like that.
Nacho
Libre. We don't know Spanish, okay? Yes. So I don't know. DS is in court in Ottawa. Rumor has a publication ban, of course. You should go down and check it out and give us the information.
Yeah, give us the deets.
I am curious about it because, I wonder if she got her kid back. Hopefully she's chilled out. Like I did feel sorry for her child because she was bringing her to the fucking protests and then getting arrested in front of her kid.
There's women in Minnesota that are bringing their children to the protests and stuff like that. But there's live round.
You know why they're doing that, Holly? God, Jesus, did you not hear, Holly?
Cannon fodder?
They don't have daycares in Minnesota anymore, okay, Holly? They closed all the daycares. So that's why the women have to bring fucking Holly. Insensitive.
Right.
Actually, speaking of Minnesota, I didn't actually watch this. I only watched about 3 seconds. So I'm hoping it's good, but we'll see.
Starting to think Somalia is not sending us their best. Yeah. Who is letting their kids be watched by Somalian? Didn't anybody see Captain Phillips, the Tom Hanks movie? They're fucking pirates.
We are taking over the ship and the child care center. We're doing both.
That's how amazing this country is, though, if you think about it. You can come over here from Somalia. You don't even have to be here, legally. You can just marry your brother. What? What an amazing country. Then you can open up a child care center, a Leering center. You don't even have to have kids. It's the best part. You just get the money.
I know some people don't like him. I thought it was good. That was good.
It's funny.
Really good points. But yeah, so like Holly, forgive the Minnesota mothers who are bringing their children. They don't have daycares now. Okay.
Well, because they don't have daycare centers anymore. But how did they get down there? Because the transportation companies too are getting shut down.
Yeah, they're probably carpooling. It's probably dangerous. There's probably no car seats. There's probably fucking a lot of illegal shit happening, Holly.
Carpooling in their Honda Pilot.
Fuck yeah. So okay, Holly, you got two things you want to talk about. Should we just get into the sex first? I don't know. Oh, hold on. Actually, I want to go back up to this person, this new Dano, new to the channel. Have you seen Charlie Kirk and Snake Eyes movie similarity? I have seen the TikToks. I haven't watched the movie. To be honest with you, Dano, I can't. Okay, my brain is like, I wish somebody could come inside. It's like, okay, you know what scrambled eggs look like before they're cooked? Like we could do a fucking this is your brain on PsyOps commercial. But it'd be scrambled eggs.
The predictive programming in movies is ridiculous. It's off the chain, my dudes. Yeah, the Snake Eyes. And I remember seeing that movie a million years ago because I used to be a huge Nicolas Cage fan. I think I still am.
I like them. Yeah.
I like Nicolas Cage movies. They're ridiculous and they're awesome. Except for what's the one where his head's on fire? Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider 2 sucked. Stop it.
Hold on a second. I'm sorry, Holly. ADD. DS took a trip to Vaughan with her daughter to harass Jews. Isn't Dana a leftist? Isn't she supposed to love the Jews?
No, she's pro-Gaza, pro-Hamas.
Oh, right. Fuck. We're getting goddamn fractions into fractions into fractions. I forgot. Sorry. Yeah. My bad. I can't keep up with all the fucking the different fighting we're supposed to be doing.
The left is the new Nazis now because they're pro-Hamas. Right. But they're not necessarily pro-Islam. But they love the Somali Muslims.
Weird, man.
Just okay, as long as they love everything and hate everything, but the only one true north, the true thing is if you're a white man, you're literally the devil.
Well, it's all the white men watching. We love you. We love you. And if any of you want to send us a video that sort of like replicates Johnny, because I know he's not white. But you guys, like, you're not sending us videos. He's very straight. He loves women. He wants to meet a woman similar to me or Siska. It's happening. Okay. So anyways, if you guys would like to replace Johnny, I welcome you to send your auditions in to Holly. You want to upload the email address? Thanks. Just you guys, 20-second clip, 2-minute clip, 69-minute clip, whatever you feel you want to do. Okay. KJV Michael, that goes to you too. Everybody. Okay.
And we're still waiting for nuts.
When you talk like that, you make a woman go mad. So be wise and keep on reading the signs of my body.
Sorry about that, Holly. Apologize. What were you saying? We were waiting for nutscapes. Yeah. Nobody's sending us pictures of their nuts. You guys, how much begging do we have to do for your genitals?
We got one nutscape and it was from somebody that we believe is underage. So that was deleted and removed immediately.
No, was it? I don't think I deleted it. Yeah, no, that wasn't from Krang. It was somebody else. It was Bruce, I think. It was a Bruce. I'm pretty sure
it was Bruce. Okay, thank God.
Dirt bike in the background. Krang didn't actually send his nuts. Krang doesn't even watch our stream anymore.
No, Krang, we missed you. Come back.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, send your genitals. All right. Right? Yeah, there you go, Siska. But like, I'm just saying, white men, they do kind of get like, you know, the shit under the stick all the time. So I would like to give a white man a platform to show his dong off. Okay. Kevin, if you're watching, you know the email address. Don't pretend your phone doesn't have a camera on it. Right, Holly?
Yes.
Holly.
I'm downloading stuff.
We want to see it. Okay. All right. I'm gonna get into the sex, okay? Because it's really fucked up. Okay, so do you know how we got into like who decides the sex, what is acceptable or not acceptable or morally whatever? Do you know, like it used to be back in the day, it was like the churches and the government, but mostly the churches, right? Well, then the Rockefeller Foundation, well, the Rockefellers themselves, they decided they really wanted to do a lot of studying on family planning. And the number one thing they were looking at was population control. That is like literally the way they're saying it. And so when I asked, of course, ChatGPT, I'm like, what do you mean by population control? They're like, well, we just mean like, no infant mortalities and maternal deaths at birth or whatever. Bullshit. They wanted to learn how to we got to slow down all these horny people having babies, all these 10 baby families.
Mm-hmm.
So how can we do that? So
how do we get the women out of the house and into the workplace and double our tax paying base?
Exactly. So they did start the family planning foundation. Okay, fine. But then after that, so that was first, the family planning was started. But then they gave an insane amount of money to Alfred Kinsey. And I thought, is he Jewish? No, he's not Jewish. But he is from just like, and the thing is like I think he graduated from the University of Idaho, it wasn't like he's a Yale professor or anything. Like, I just don't understand how he was the one who got this grant. But he did all these studies that are disgusting. Actually, I've got a quick video that'll explain to you better than I just did.
Of Kinsey?
Who Alfred Kinsey is. Yeah. And then I got to show you. You guys, the fact that this study was used, it did influence. So it's influenced a lot of the things that we look at as acceptable.
It
and
still
a lot
does
of things
this day.
in the psychology books and everything like that. It's horrible. But I'll just push this real quick. 1 second.
Alfred Kinsey. He's known as the father of the sexual revolution, the founder of sexology, and the framer of modern sex ed.
Hello. I'm Dr. Alfred Kinsey.
Alfred Kinsey is the father of sexology.
Alfred Kinsey, the Kinsey scale. You can thank one guy for that. Alfred Kinsey. While he's often portrayed as a self-sacrificing saint scientist, Kinsey was a bad dude who ran a bunch of bad boys. And I mean really bad. Kinsey was complicit in the sexual abuse of children. His own published works included data tables showing children as young as 2 months being, quote, stimulated to, quote, orgasm, while screaming and writhing in pain. He had this data on 200 young boys under the age of 15. But we still revere him. Man uses data. Because being canceled is for statues and working class dudes who said a bad thing on Twitter, not child predators who did bad research. Kinsey may have done bad things, but that doesn't mean we can throw out his good data. Because he didn't produce any. Kinsey's research famously found that people of the 1940s weren't following the sexual morals of their time. Which isn't surprising because he oversampled prisoners, homosexuals, prostitutes, and other people living outside the status quo of that era, and then claimed that data represented the entire population. His data also suffered from the fatal flaw of being based on self-reporting. Who in the 40s is going to tell their sexual history to a complete stranger? Freaky people, that's who. You heard it here, but don't take my word for it. Abraham Maslow criticized Kinsey and refused to work with him for this exact reason. It's just bad science. And he got away with some other unethical stuff too. As PBS described, he hired a photographer to film volunteers and members of his research staff engaging in sexual activity. Porn! He made porn with his staff members. That's what that means. You know, for research. Kinsey purportedly found 26% of married women and 50% of married men cheat. That's 17% to over 50% of farm boys have sex with animals, and that pedophilic abuse isn't necessarily harmful to children. And many of these findings have been uncritically accepted, even though his research included obvious sampling biases and flat-out lies. Why? As humans will basically accept anything as true as long as it tells us we're good people. Whether you're a complete deviant or a relatively afraid person, if you believe Kinsey's findings, you're going to come away thinking, hey, I guess I'm not that bad. How does this affect us today? Well, one of Kinsey's most groundbreaking findings was that chastity is supposedly impossible. Speak for yourself, bud. Sadly, this kind of thinking entirely defines comprehensive sex ed curriculums. And that's no coincidence. Kinsey disciple Mary Keldrone founded SECUS, and Kinsey's co-author Pomeroy, who openly advocated for incest between adults and children, by the way, was among the founding board members. SECUS pioneered comprehensive sex education and still influences national policy on sex ed standards today. And it's all based on the assumptions of a man who was neither hero nor cartoon villain, a mere mediocre pervert and creep who did what any sick person in such a position would do: spread his disease. Don't let them spread it to your child. Parents across the country are pushing back against so-called comprehensive sex ed. Join the fight. Don't let people you wouldn't leave your kid alone with determine how they should be taught about sex.
Now, before people decide to influx the comments with not everyone's like that, are you saying that's all that community?
I didn't actually hear her before, so I'm just going to cut that off because I don't actually know what she's saying. So,
but she had nice boobs.
That's not the point. I just don't know. I don't know where she was going with it. The guy's a fucking sick fuck. Okay, they masturbated an infant, a brand new baby, for 24 hours. 24 4 hours. Do you know how absolutely fucking painful? Can't even I can't even begin to imagine what the. And this was used, and there was other doctors involved in this study. The Rockefellers literally paid for this. So
They
as far
funded
as
it.
I'm concerned, you paid for it. The rape of a child. Weird. Another rich family did. Weird. Shocking.
Well, I pulled up this here. I just wanted to show you. This is the guy that's funding the sexy stuff.
Which sexy stuff?
Is that not the face?
Oh my God. Yes, he's so gross.
He's so sexy. Yeah, so the dude had another heart transplant.
Again? How did he keep getting them? Was
he like 6? He's taking the hearts of the youth to try and put them into his body to make him live longer. That's
yes,
the only.
I know. See, Kevin, if you're watching, I just want to show you. This is an example of the weird fucking freaks that are the rich. He was talking to me about how the rich people are doing this, and I'm like, yeah, but look at them. Like even Peter Nygaard, he looks fucked up now that he's been in jail. Oh, and he's no longer getting his little.
Didn't Nygaard just die?
Did he? I don't know.
I think he did.
So. I can't keep up on all the pedophiles. Did he die? It wouldn't that be funny? Nygaard. It would be good. It says he's still alive, Holly.
Oh, really?
Sorry, he's 84 years old.
Okay, the one of them just died. Anyway.
Yeah, no
love lost.
Oh, I bet you know who died. I bet he was the one we checked up on in Quebec.
Oh, maybe. I know that the name because I heard that he had passed away and he was like an influential Canadian figure, and I'm like, wait a minute. Right. So he's had 6 heart transplants now, with the first occurring in 1976, and now he just had one at 99 years old. Now, as a normal person, once you reach a certain age, they're not going to do any more heart transplants on you because you're beyond viability.
Yeah, but who the fuck's heart is he taking? Like, who's actually be like, yeah, I'd like it. I'd like it if you took my son's heart. Like, how's that even working?
Well, I'm not going to say.
They're having kids to just take their hearts, aren't they? It's like what some people believe. I don't know if it's true or not. At this point, I believe anything.
I think it's true. Well, it's like the guy who takes his son's blood. What's his
that's
name?
Nygaard. He does that.
Is that Nygaard that does that?
He does do it. KGB Michael or Phil Brown was talking about it last week.
The owner of Palantir, isn't that?
Oh,
Peter Thiel?
Yeah, no,
isn't he the one that does the blood thing with his son?
I think they all do it.
And then he talks about how like his son's sexual prowess is amazing, so he wanted to capture that with his essence. So he takes his son's blood and puts it in his own body to keep.
Yes, and that was exactly and then his dad takes his blood. Because that's somebody was talking about it.
Yeah,
having kids for spare parts, fuck that. Ugh, no, God, people are sick. We live in the most sickest world, but you guys, it gets worse. So I went and I decided because I don't know why guys, why do I do the things that I do? I decided I wanted to see, is this real? Did this, like, I need to read it. I want to see it. I want to read it. So I did it, Holly. I found table 31, Holly. Okay, and I'm just going to read the introduction to the objection of the study. The present study then represents an attempt to accumulate an objectively determined body of fact about sex, which strictly avoids social or moral interpretations of fact. Each person who reads this report will want to make interpretations in accordance with his understanding of moral values, social significances, but that is not part of the scientific method. And indeed, scientists have no special capacities for making such evaluations. What a fucking cop-out. I'm sorry, okay? It's just, Holly, it's so gross. It's so gross.
This is Kinsey's book?
This is Kinsey's table 31, the one that was, okay? So it's got these...
Oh, sorry, not Peter Thiel. That's not the Brian Johnson guy who takes his son's blood.
They're all sick. So if you guys want to look at the statistics, okay? Like, I just don't. Okay, look at the human male sexual behaviors. Okay, it says all outlets, masturbation, nocturnal emissions, premarital intercourse, homosexuality. Right? It's got all that. But then you're gonna get down. You're gonna get down.
Notice
ages.
on that chart what's missing for emissions. What is it? Frequencies. What's missing in that chart is emissions between a married couple. Like a marital emission, I guess you could call it.
Yeah.
It was all deviance. Everything that he studied was outside of the moralistic norm and making deviance acceptable. Normal.
Well, I did notice, if you guys scroll down, look at this. Look at the ages. So they must have obviously edited it because it's not showing. The youngest age is showing is 16. So 16 to 20. Okay. Oh, Jewish. A Protestant. 60-year-olds. What is the deal with it? Looks like they're looks like the Jews are blowing their loads more than the Protestants.
Jews are jacking.
Jews are jacking.
Good job, Jews.
What's that one? Protestant inactive. Well, either
Yeah,
way,
it's all,
there's so the kids are
single
not
males,
the
single
charts of the
males.
kids are not in there, but the fact is, it was done. This is like, and then these people. So I asked, how much did Kinsey's research impact the information we're giving our kids now? Oh, you guys, not good. It's not good. It's not good. Really not good. It's a lot. It's a lot. So I'm just gonna get up to back here for the. Sorry. Oh, I started going to like ethnic to the races of each of the researchers. Sorry, I'm just going up to find out. All right, so Kinsey's major research, right? 1948, sexual behaviors in the human male. 1953, sexual behaviors in the human female. First of all, rude. Why do women always have to be fucking put last? So rude. Joking. These studies were groundbreaking because they collected large-scale systemic data on sexual behaviors in men and women, something largely taboo before. Masturbation, premarital sex, homosexuality were more common than previously believed. Dude, he had people fucking animals like and on a regular basis, and he was studying them fucking animals. Like, this guy had no boundaries. If you could fuck it, he wanted the data of it. And the Rockefellers are the ones paying for it, because he would pay these child molesters. He would pay them to keep this data. Like, sexual behavior did not always align with rigid moral codes at the time. Many couples lacked knowledge about contraception, yet were sexually active. Kinsey's findings helped family planning efforts in several ways. Okay, guys, listen. This child molester who videotaped it too, he said he normalized discussions of sex. Before Kinsey, talking openly about sex or contraception was socially taboo. Policymakers, educators, and clinics began to realize that people's sexual behaviors could not be ignored if public health goals were to be met. What public health goals? Like, and who the fuck is making these public health goals? Again, the public wasn't making these goals. It was the rich people who wanted to control the population. It's all just so gross. But anyways, emphasizing contraceptive access. Kinsey's data showed that many people were sexually active outside of marriage, creating clear need for reliable birth control. This strengthened arguments for family planning clinics to have contraceptical research, including development and acceptance of the pill in 1960s. Supporting sex education. The research informed early sex education programs, you guys. Kinsey's research informed our sex ed programs, okay?
Yep.
Family planning organizations began integrating scientific data into educational campaigns, using Kinsey's work as a justification. Influencing policy, this gets more screwed up, policy and public opinion. Kinsey's credibility as a science gave weight to argument that family planning was not immoral, but a public health necessity. Sounds like something Bill Gates would say. Some funding bodies, like the Rockefeller Foundation, supported the family planning initiatives, partly because research like Kinsey's highlighted an unmet need. Now, they fucking knew what they were doing before Kinsey did his data. Anyway, summary. Kinsey did not create family planning programs, but he showed the sexual activity with widespread and diverse, highlighted gaps in contraceptive knowledge, and provided data to justify sex education and public health initiatives. And then I asked, did his data change any of the leniency with how we treat child predators? He was like a major advocate for decriminalizing pedophilia. Major advocate. And he did help lower what is it? What do they call it? What do they call it when you can't sleep with somebody a certain age? The age.
Like age of consent.
Yeah, the age of consent. He did help that. So yes, he did. Yeah, he did. He's actually, and I can guarantee if we look at all of the, with what do they call it? The MAPS, minor attracted persons and shit like that. I guarantee you a lot of that came from his studies, because who else is doing it? Let's be honest here. Who else is doing it?
There was him and John Money, and then the John Money worked with one of the founders of the feminist movement.
Yeah.
So this is very closely tied to cultural Marxism and the feminist movement when it was at its birth, I guess you can say.
Well, I've got one more video that you guys won't have to watch anymore, okay? But just one more video. Sorry, Holly. It actually brings in your other guy, John Money. This is what it just shocks me, because I don't know why it shocks me, guys. I don't even know anymore. Why does it even shock me, Holly?
It shocks you because you're not like that.
But it's just like everywhere we go, like just more bullshit, more bullshit, more bullshit. And the information's bullshit. The science behind it's bullshit. But okay, hold on. I'm gonna push play on this. All right, let's go to StreamYard. Okay, ready? Share.
Giddy up.
Stop screen there. Now we're gonna go to this one. Share screen. Okay. Done. And I'm gonna make it big for y'all. And we'll push play.
Or an apology from John Money. Instead, his ideas were adopted by mainstream psychology, and they form the basis of gender ideology today.
Yeah.
Why don't more people know about John Money and Alfred Kinsey?
Evidently, there are forces that don't want to see people. It's unspeakable what these people have been through.
When did that start? When was it decided that we need to start teaching kids about this stuff at such a young age?
So I'll answer that with one word: Kinsey. Kinsey was a social reformer. He wanted to rid society of Judeo-Christian values when it came to sexuality.
His idea was that children are sexual from birth, that we're all inherently sexual creatures from cradle to grave. He believed that true happiness is found in a life of perverse sexual experimentation, no matter the age.
What came out is that his research was fraudulent.
Kinsey based his fraudulent conclusions on data he collected from convicted sex offenders and child molesters. His research was conducted in prisons, not everyday America. He also performed horrific sexual experiments on children, some under the age of 1. His most influential book, Sexual Behavior in the Human Male, contains an infamous chart called Table 34, which documents the orgasms of very young kids, including babies as young as 5 months old. But instead of suffering the consequences for his heinous actions, he was and still is celebrated by academia and Hollywood. His ideas form the foundation for sexual education in public schools today. How do we get from this to you can choose your own gender?
Okay, well, now we have another very important character, and his name was John Money.
John Money was a psychologist and professor at Johns Hopkins University. Gender ideology was his brainchild. In fact, he coined the terms gender identity and gender roles. And according to Money, babies are gender neutral at birth. And ultimately, environment determines whether a person is a man or a woman. And so Money tried out his theory on 2 young twin boys, the Reimer twins.
When the twins were 8 months old and they went to be circumcised, the first twin, whose name was Bruce, something went wrong with the machinery and his penis was burnt off. They stopped and didn't do a second circumcision on the other twin, as you might imagine. And the parents, of course, didn't know what to do. How are they going to raise this child?
John Money convinced Bruce's parents to transition him into a girl. Money also conducted sexually abusive experiments on the twins throughout their childhood, including forcing them to simulate sex acts on each other.
He reported up to the age of 10 that this was a complete success. Well, wasn't true.
The results were a disaster. Bruce could never fully accept his female identity. Eventually, his parents told him the truth, and he chose to transition back to a boy, taking the name David. As an adult, David spoke out about the abuse and the damage done to him by John Money.
The girls would do their things with their Barbies and things like that, and that wouldn't interest me. And things such as trucks and
a pedophile interviewing the kid
get into the odd fist fight and climbing trees. That's the kind of stuff that I like, but it was unacceptable. So I'd never.
As a girl.
As a girl, I had no place to fit in.
The trauma that he and his brother and his entire family went through left deep scars. His brother died of an overdose when he was 38, and then David committed suicide.
Ugh. It's so fucked.
Hey guys,
sorry, Holly, I muted you. I muted you.
Oh, okay.
I only muted you because your typing was super loud.
Sorry.
It just really hurt my ears. My ears are sensitive. They are sensitive. You can ask somebody. I know. Anyways, yeah, that's really fucking sad and it's really sick. But this guy, so Matt Walsh, he's a bit of a liar. He said that Money was the first doctor to research transgender ideology. Definitely not, because we knew in the 1930s in Germany and Berlin there was that was one of the things Hitler wanted to get rid of.
Magnus Hirschfeld.
Yeah, so
Magnus
I don't
Hirschfeld,
like that. Yeah. So I don't see. I fucking hate that. Matt Walsh, get your shit together. Get your facts together. He knows that. We all know he knows that. Why would he make this Money guy be the fucking kingpin of that? I don't know.
That's because he works for Ben Shapiro.
Right. Yeah.
That would be my guess.
And he's definitely a Jew. Right, Holly? He's a Jew.
Who, Ben Shapiro?
A tiny little hat. Yeah.
Oh,
Holly,
yeah.
He's
a very proud and out Sabbath observing.
Yeah, Matt Walsh's control up. See, like that for me, that's all I needed to see was him lie in his documentary. Don't fucking lie. Not when the facts are so available to people. Don't lie.
Yep.
You can say I made a mistake, fine, but we both know there's zero mistake. That was not a mistake. That was planned.
But that's lie by omission, right? Because that's another form of lying is when you leave out something that's so pivotal and so important to the ideology that he's trying to call out, right? Like he didn't mention anything about Hirschfeld. He didn't mention anything about the first wave feminist movement. He didn't mention really anything about any of the Jewish people that were involved in the beginning of the movement, right? He conveniently left that out and laid it at the lap of Kinsey and Money. Right. And I'm like, well, okay, yes, they were horrible people. And yes, it's really good to get that information out there.
Let's get the facts straight.
Who did that before? Because Kinsey's book was published in 1949. There was an Austrian painter that went through Berlin trying to get rid of that shit out of his country for whatever reason.
By Austrian painter, you mean Adolf Hitler?
Possibly.
I feel like that's who you mean, Holly. Sometimes Holly has trouble.
He's some dude that
friendly words.
He retired in Argentina, died around the 60s, had children.
Right. Okay. And listen, good for him. That's great. I mean, I think it's good. I did look up the nuclear family. Like, okay, as we've evolved, right, and we've evolved with the degeneracy. How has it affected the nuclear family? Holy fuck!
It's not evolution. It was controlled,
planned,
scientific and planned collapse of society.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. No, it was. And it was like, so it is. And it is. And I was thinking about just like even down, like, listen, I know I keep bringing it up. It just weirds me out though. The fisting stuff with the kids. Why are we telling kids how to say fist? When did that become acceptable? It doesn't make sense to me. Like what day, what year was that? Like, hey, we should probably tell the kids this or like teenagers this. when did like hurting your, because it is like really you're not, it's not gonna be good if you hurt your vagina. I guess that's why they're trying to teach safe fucking practices, but I don't think those things, I think people probably did that. There's probably freaks, right? There's freaks in every fucking area, but I don't think it was widely practiced.
No, there's always going to be outliers, right? Like there's the 10-80-10 rule, right? There's always going to be outliers to every normalcy, right? But everybody in the middle, that's what's normal. And then whatever's on the fringes is usually excommunicated out of society or shamed into performing as per normal.
Right.
And that's why they had to capture the women. That's why the feminist movement was so important. And that's why the first wave feminism and the sexual revolution had to be perfect, because we had to get women to accept this, because women are the controllers of societal cultural norms, right? We're the ones that shame people into acting not like a fucking freak.
Okay, so like, listen, I'm not saying there's anything wrong if you're a freak, because I'm a little bit of a freak. Just a little bit. I have all my fucking.
Okay, you can be freaky.
I have things that I enjoy that probably some people are like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Right? Like the baseball bat and the horse stick that you have, Holly. Like Holly's got this 20-foot long dildo that she just sticks to her bathtub.
20 foot.
Yeah, it goes right out into the kitchen. It's awkward when you go over for dinner because she uses it as a towel rack, actually. So she hangs her.
Do you remember when we were in the garage and we were doing some heavy bag work?
That is also what Holly uses to pole dance. She just like wraps her legs around that baby, and she likes to use her fuck water on it, and then she just slides up and down. It's impressive.
It's a little awkward, but it is impressive.
She only does it on Thanksgiving and Christmas, so don't get too excited, guys.
And thank you for coming up for that. I really appreciate your attendance.
Listen, Holly, I'm here to support you. Okay.
I know. You're a good friend.
Yeah, that's right. See, right there. Sold a fulfilling life being a slut, just like that lady. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, like, whatever. Okay. So I have things, but that's how I ended up down the rabbit hole. I'm like, yeah, I'm a freak. I'm a freak, but it's okay. Although Kinsey would say I'm definitely mild.
Oh yeah, you're like,
super
well, that's why I
normal.
say there's the 10-80-10, right? There's the 80% in the middle. And sometimes a little fisting, a little choking.
Okay, wow. Listen, Holly, I'm not actually doing the fist. Well, I do the fisting, I guess.
I don't know.
Listen, Holly, there's a reason I still have this right beside the computer. My lube.
You have the gloves there too.
I do. Where are they? Where are they? I might have actually moved the gloves. They might be in the bed. They might be in the bed. I don't know.
Oh yeah, the 70s. That was a huge, because the sexual revolution started in the 60s, and then.
Oh, I'm sorry though that she left you guys.
Makes me really sad.
That's awful. It makes the fisting jokes a little less funny, Oily Film. Not gonna lie.
No,
wow.
Thanks for taking the air out of our sails.
Wow, Oily Film. Well, anyways, my point is, you're allowed to be a freak. Okay, you guys can be freaks, but just like Shawnee says, a good old choke and stroke. Okay. Shawnee likes that. That's her thing.
Oh.
Holly likes horsecock. Me, I'm just, pretty much.
You're just vanilla.
Missionary, doggy style.
Missionary, lights off.
Doggy style. Like, I guess some whipping and some spanking and some choking and
ball gags.
Spitting and yeah. So anyways, whatever floats your boat.
Whatever floats your boat. Just don't come at me with your insemination or I'll fucking hurl.
No, she doesn't want you to bring your cum over.
No, I don't want to be inseminated.
No. All right. Well, that was good. So we can wrap that up. All the sex talk. That is good. So what did we learn today, Holly? Could you just help summarize?
Alfred Kinsey was a fucking freak. Yes. They're hiding what he actually did, so we can't look back on the perversion, because normal people have a guttural response to what he was actually doing.
Did she just say burger ball gag? Yeah,
she said burger ball gag.
Like, so it's a brand name now.
And the fact that the father of modern sexology, which is pervasive in our education system to this day, needs to be rooted out and destroyed.
Yeah.
So,
but and I will say, I did ask ChatGPT if societies have collapsed after a certain level of degeneracy. Don't worry, ChatGPT said no, it just evolves. It doesn't. It
No, it
does.
collapses.
It does collapse. So
yeah,
we are on our way out, boys and girls. And Holly, that will bring you to Canada and the
yeah. So
leave to go pee. I really am peeing, and I also just have to put a load of laundry in the dryer real fast. Do you mind
Okay.
please? For 5 minutes.
So I'll start with EVs, right? We're talking about Greenland or green vehicles first. She doesn't care. Okay, she's shaking her head no. All right, well, you go pee. And you're muted. Haha. No. she just came on to tell me to F off, like a good friend would. So we had this announcement here that our illustrious and amazing leader that we all love and look up to has decided to reduce the tariffs or eliminate the tariffs on EVs from China, manufactured in China, so they can come over to Canada. And the CBC is super excited about this. And in response to that, of course, China is going to drop their tariffs on canola. Now, this is trying to help push forward the all EVs being sold in Canada by 2026 this year. It'll go ahead. Now, the interesting part is the projected sales of EVs in Canada when they were just doing it as a consumer response, trying to manipulate or encourage or give tax breaks to people that were purchasing EVs. The sales were so soft that Canadian and US and whatever manufacturers decided they don't want to deal with them anymore. So they haven't been purchasing them. So they're pushing Chinese EVs into our system now. And of course, the CBC is just all super hyped about this. There's all these great BYD. So the BYD Seal and the BYD Domino and the BYD different EVs, they have lowered the 100% tariff back to 6%. So China now is able to sell their Chinese manufactured electric vehicles in Canada for minimal tariffs. Fantastic. So, of course, it goes on, demand for more affordable, blah, blah, blah. And, of course, Carney had to lower that because he had this meeting in China. I'm sure you guys all heard about that. We'll just play that video in a bit here. But, of course, this is to make EVs more affordable because that was one of the complaints in Canada, that electric vehicles are very expensive and they're unobtainable to the middle class. In all reality, even with the tax breaks and everything that you get when you purchase one. So apparently BYD is the world's top EV seller. They surpassed Tesla. There's all these great charts here. When are they coming? So up to 50,000 EVs a year from China are going to be allowed in Canada. And that's less than 3% of the overall car market. This will increase approximately 70,000 over 5 years. So there's that. So this is such an awesome thing. Let's do this. Rah, CBC. Then, of course, we get the US perspective about this. The US is very concerned about how tied to China Canada is becoming. Now that ties into Greenland, which we'll talk about briefly because that's just a whole mess. But the US is now freaking out over the fact that China is going to be shipping these EVs. Now, this here. So Yeah, so the factory that China is going to be using to create and ship the vehicles to Canada, the batteries that are being created are owned by a company that isn't heavily invested by Mark Carney. What? Okay, weird. And as Phil Brown would say, what news? I don't say it as cool as he does. But yeah, so everybody's freaking out. Canada's cheering. The CBC is amazing and they think it's the most exciting thing. And let's see, this is CTV News here. So CTV News is cheering at the fact that it's going to be the best thing ever for Canada. And who's going to lose? Now it's supposed to make our EVs. I'm not going to play the video. It's supposed to make our EV industry more competitive. Everybody wins. The purchasers are going to win, et cetera, et cetera. Tariff is being dropped. It's going to be more affordable. And I've watched countless videos that were flooded in my my algorithm about how amazing they are, and the technology, and how great the auto driving is, et cetera, et cetera. Well, I remember this year there was a really huge recall that happened with BYD. Does anybody remember what the recall was over BYD, which is going to be the major manufacturer that's going to be sending to Canada? Oh, right, they catch fire. So they I've seen different numbers, but it's about 100,000 of these, the BYD Dolphin and the BYD Yuan Plus. They're being recalled because they catch fire and they're incredibly unsafe. And the craziest part about it, it is not a component that has anything to do with the battery or the recharging or the drivetrain of the vehicle. It's wiring in something else. I'm blanking now of what it was. But yeah, so not the batteries, not the drivetrain, anything like that. The thing just bursts into flames. Those lithium-ion batteries catch fire.
Yeah, it's not meant to be though. So just don't drive those.
Yeah, just don't drive that.
Or don't drive any fucking electric vehicle. God, you're such a pussy if you do.
Yeah. Now, does anybody know what happens when you put water on a lithium-ion battery fire?
What happens? Oh, though it doesn't work. Do you have a video of it? I was gonna get one.
Oh yeah, you should look if you want to look it up. Yeah, so when you put water on lithium-ion metal, on lithium, it just continues to burn and even more intensely. Yeah, kaboom, and you cannot put it out. Guess what? Fire departments, industries, or whatever are not prepared for a lithium-ion chemical fire.
What?
Nobody in Canada.
Oh, good, but we got all those buses.
Oh yeah, when the buses were catching fire in Edmonton, and that one that caught fire in Edmonton inside of the bus depot that burned the whole fucking thing down because the fire department couldn't put it out. They didn't know how to put it out. So, yeah,
I've got a video of one.
I'm not impressed.
Nope.
with this, but I think the thing that I wanted to point out about this is the fact that this was announced and everyone was cheering and clapping, and the elbows up crowd were super excited that we were going to be able to afford these EVs. And my algorithm has been constant how fantastic this is, that we're going to have environmentally friendly vehicles. We're going to have these green vehicles that are built in China by people who make $4 a day in horrid slave labor conditions, in factories that just dump the waste. Because I'm an environmentalist at heart. I like the trees and I like having clean soil and clean water.
Shit, I just put that in the wrong group. Oopies.
They just they dump their shit everywhere. They dump everything into the air. Who is one of the biggest polluters on the face of the planet is China. But yet a bunch of Canadians are all super excited. Well, it's India,
you
actually.
mean Daddy China?
Daddy China.
Daddy China, because we're now Chinese, Holly. So
praise be to Daddy China. But this is just another move to the capture of China moving into Canada, which ties to the need for the United States to control Greenland. And I remember,
did you get a video of Trump saying it from today?
I don't know if I got it for today, but I did.
The video I put up for today. It's most recent and it's fucked up.
This is what the White House posted. This was today. This is an altered image that there was something else, like there was North America shown on there, but this is what the White House posted. And if you'll notice, Greenland's right here.
Mm-hmm.
And what's this country right here?
Yeah, Canada.
What's that one right there?
But I don't know. I feel like we're gonna become Chinese.
Well, that's going to be the issue. The battle is going to be between North America, the United States of North and South America, the Americas, and BRICS. That's what's coming. And do you remember we were talking when Maduro, was it Maduro that got scooped up and taken to New York?
Yeah.
When that happened, and it was a super quick, super easy 88, it took 88 minutes for that to happen. Does that
not 33?
Weird? It wasn't 33, it was 88. Right. But when that happened, you and I were having a discussion in our chat about, okay, what's next? And you said Iran.
Yeah.
Iran heated up for a bit. I think Iran was a distraction from this.
Maybe. Can I push this video of him talking today?
Yeah, go for it.
Because it's pretty fuck. He's like not one fuck given.
Greenlanders have made it clear they don't want to be part of the U.S.
Well, I haven't.
Gives the U.S. the right to take away that self-determination?
When I speak to them, I'm sure they'll be thrilled.
How far are you willing to go to acquire Greenland?
You'll find out. I think that we will work something out where NATO is going to be very happy, and where we're going to be very happy. But we need it for security purposes. We need it for national security and even world security. It's very important.
Fuck off. How about fuck off? Can I just quickly push play on this one fire thing before we go, just because I uploaded it real quick.
Yeah, about what happens when lithium metal meets any sort of moisture?
Yeah, because they tried to put this one out and it's not working.
Why this car burns for hours while firefighters pour thousands of liters of water on it? Because it's an electric car with a lithium battery. When one cell catches fire, it triggers a chain reaction. Water can't reach the fire inside the battery pack, so it keeps burning. That's why firefighters sometimes dump 20,000 liters or more and still fail. In some cases, they submerge the whole car in water for days to stop it from reigniting.
But in Calgary, we have fucking water rations going on. Well, not anymore, but we did.
Yeah. Well, if they started pumping too much water, then one of the mains will explode.
Yeah. But yeah, the whole Greenland thing, what do you think? You think it's gonna, what do you think? What do you guys think in the chat? Do you guys think? What do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, Greenland is a geopolitical powerhouse because of its location.
Right. Obviously.
And the way it's positioned between the US, Russia, and China.
Yeah.
And the US has had military there forever, since World War II, when Denmark was captured during the war. We're not going to get down that rabbit hole, but when Denmark was captured during the war, the US actually had to take over Greenland to make sure that they stayed safe. And since then, they've had an agreement that US military would remain there to help protect them. And then, of course, because Russia was doing Russian things, they left the US there to help protect them. Now, the Greenlandian people, the Greenlandias,
That's what they're called.
they were actually negotiating with Denmark for sovereignty.
Are you freezing or am I freezing?
It might be me.
Okay, you do look frozen, but I wasn't sure if it was maybe me. Okay,
So Denmark is negotiating with Greenland for sovereignty. So Greenland wants to be their own nation. They're trying to separate from the kingdom of Denmark.
Right.
And so because there's like 50,000 people that live there, an extremely small military supported by a weak NATO. If Greenland pulls away from Denmark, they're no longer a part of NATO. They're just a pro bono or a de facto member of NATO because of their connection to Denmark. And so if they become sovereign, who's going to move in and take that territory?
I think Trump has made it very clear.
No, but if Trump didn't do that, who would have?
Oh, I don't know. Who do you think?
Well, it would have been either Russia or China.
Okay, but back to China and being our daddy. What about fucking, you just not going to discuss what Mark Carney said in China?
About China? Oh, yeah, I've got.
Yeah, about the New World Order and everything. I feel like there's already a deal. I think there's already a deal. We already have the troops here. Think about it. Yes, we got a little distracted with the USA wanting to come here and liberate fucking Alberta or whatever. But
it's so stupid.
I think we've already been sold to China.
We have, because this is what Carney said when he was in China.
It's fucking terrible. You guys, we're Chinese now.
We're Chinese. Ni hao.
Yeah. Xing chong. You know?
Oh my God. Oh, this is so weird. Okay, I have it loaded up.
Oh, Holly, you're doing a Hitler salute apparently, and you're frozen.
Oh, no, I'm saying my heart goes out to you.
No, and now you're doing the Hitler mustache. So you're talking a lot of shit about Hitler and how you love him and he's your daddy. It's okay.
I believe the progress that we have made in the partnership sets us up well for the new world order.
Okay, and you're right about Scott Moe's face. He was like definitely not in on that speech. He had no idea that was coming. He's like, what the fuck did he just say?
Yeah, that doink moment where he's like, what?
Nope.
Yeah. So, I mean, the new world order is BRICS.
So that's fucking sucks. So what are we going to do, guys? I go back to this every stream, but what's the plan, Molly? How do we fix it?
I don't know. But this is so that was, I don't know, a few days ago when everyone was freaking out that he said New World Order. Of course he fucking said New World Order. He's just saying the quiet part out loud. But then, okay, so what's happening right now? All the elites and everything are meeting in Davos.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Right now. So this is a hot topic. And this is what our illustrious leader that we love so much, thank you, Carney, for elbows up. This is what he doubled down on during his speech at the World Economic Forum.
We understand that this rupture calls for more than adaptation. It calls for honesty about the world as it is. We are taking the sign out of the window. We know the old order is not coming back. We shouldn't mourn it. Nostalgia is not a strategy. But we believe that from the fracture, we can build something bigger, better, stronger, more just. This is the task of the middle powers. The countries that have the most to lose from a world of fortresses and the most to gain from genuine cooperation. The powerful have their power. But we have something too. The capacity to stop pretending, to name reality, to build our strength at home, and to act together. That is Canada's path. We choose it openly and confidently, and it is a path wide open to any country willing to take it with us. Thank you very much.
Are you fucking kidding me? You have no idea how many times I've been screaming. Are you fucking kidding me? Listening. Are you fucking kidding me? Just like build it back better. All those bullshit things. Oh, and nostalgia isn't a superpower. Eat a dick, Carney. The only thing that's wide open is your gaping asshole after I fist it. You fucking idiot. You guys, these people are insane, and this is what they're talking about. This is what they're talking about. The country we live in. This is where we live, Holly. There's nowhere else to go.
So do you remember when Trudeau talked about old stock Canadians? Apparently that's a fake quote. If anybody can find him actually saying that, I would love it. But he talked about how old stock Canadians make him feel sick and we need to get rid of them. And he feels sick when he Canada has no culture and all that stuff. Yes, fucking Canada has a culture. And we're very proud of our culture. And
guys, we need to get our shit together pretty quick.
Well,
we can't keep doing this.
So that now Trump is moving forward with that, and I don't know if I'm really happy about that either. But we're watching the death cries, the trumpets, the what is it, the trumpeter swan call of Canada, and this is what was talked about. It's very quick. It's 12 seconds about Trump and Greenland.
Just to follow into that, so you do not believe that the EU or the UK have any retaliatory financial instruments or measures in their bag that the United States should be worried about?
No.
So the European Union is freaking out about Trump wanting to move into Greenland to give them an offer of a referendum to become a part of the United States. Now, the European Union is losing its fucking mind and saying, no, this can't happen. We're going to send troops over there. They sent a bunch of troops over there. The number doesn't matter. The fact that they actually sent military personnel, even though France just sent, or the UK sent one, the fact that there's troops there.
Oily film, I disagree. I disagree. We can at least fucking try. Continue on.
Yeah. So basically what Trump has said is he's going to start putting tariffs onto European goods, and he's going to start at whatever percentage, and then he's going to increase the percentages until they just cave and let him have Greenland.
Yeah.
Europe cannot fight back. They don't have anything to fight back with. And that was that comment there. So this is them losing their fucking minds about the tariffs and what's happening in Trump.
Martyrdom, I will come back to you and we'll touch base on that. We're not afraid of China specifically. I just personally want Canada to stay Canada, and I just don't want outside. I don't want foreign interference. How about that?
Yeah, just no foreign
interference from anybody.
No US,
not Israel, nobody,
no Israel,
nobody,
no China, no India.
It should be, but it's not just specifically China. We were talking about China because Carney was right there saying that shit.
Well,
continue on.
Because of everything that China is doing within our borders. Yes, they're 2,000 kilometers away or 2,000 miles away or whatever. They have CCP police stations and monitoring equiment installed in Toronto and Vancouver that we know about, and Calgary, that watches Chinese expats within our borders. Like, there is Chinese police that operate within our borders with impunity.
And I mean, like, listen, I've heard honestly great things about China from people who've been to China on business and people who've been to China on like holidays and whatever. I've heard honestly amazing things that is not the propaganda that we hear. I've heard amazing, incredible things. Like, apparently they're just like 100,000 times more advanced than us, and it was very nice. It was beautiful. It was respectful. It was not what we probably imagined, and I believe that because the propaganda I've been told about Mexico versus what my son's telling me by his reality. I believe that. I do believe we've been propagandized too, but I want my grandkids to grow up in Canada. I just want them to grow up in Canada.
Yeah, and like. We're not talking about the Chinese people. We're not talking about the everyday people in China that are just like us.
But even their government might be better. Honestly, their government might be better. I don't know. I'm going to be honest. I'm not there. I'm just saying, why we got to fucking fuck things up when things are,
I don't know.
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Well, so this is the European Union freaking out about Trump moving into Greenland. I believe he's going to take it. They have nothing. They have nothing.
Hello, good afternoon. We start with breaking news. And in the last few minutes, Donald Trump has said he will 100% follow through on plans to hit European countries with tariffs if there's no agreement on Greenland. Asked by NBC News if he would take Greenland by force, he said no comment. Well, David Blevins joins me now from Washington. So no comment on military movement, but certainly reiterating that he's serious about this threat of tariffs.
Yes, Jane. Well, things continue to escalate at an alarming rate despite the Prime Minister's attempt to take the heat out of this situation. Remember, it was just Saturday when Donald Trump first announced his plan to impose tariffs of 10% from 1st of February, rising to 25% on the 1st of June on his NATO allies who are standing in the way, he feels, of his attempt to seize Greenland. And then overnight, we had this extraordinary situation where communication between the President and the Norwegian Prime Minister was released, in which Donald Trump said he'd shifted his focus from peace because he'd not been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. And now a further escalation where he is indicating that he is not ruling out at this stage the use of force, clearly in his desire to seize Greenland. No comment, he replied when asked that question by an NBC reporter. But he is adamant in relation to his plan to impose those tariffs that they will 100%, to quote him directly, come into play if things don't change. Now, I think we can safely assume the Democrats on Capitol Hill are going to see that exchange, particularly with the Norwegian Prime Minister, and also these further words as evidence that the whole threat that the President is issuing in relation to Greenland, be it tariffs or military action, is directly motivated by his grievance over not winning the Nobel Prize. In terms of how Republicans on the Hill might react, that's much harder to gauge, because, of course, for many Republican voters on the ground, this is exactly what they were promised. A strong man in the White House attempting to put the rest of the world in its place, and a president who appears to be uncompromising. So therefore, Republicans on Capitol Hill have to walk this fine line.
Okay, Holly, what the fuck timeline are we in? Where has there, you guys, what the fuck timeline are we in? Think about through history. Has there ever been another period where somebody's like, I'm just going to take that country, and they do it. And we all know instinctively, because I think everybody watching it knows, really, yeah, I probably will. And there will be no consequence. Like we are in such a cucked out fucking gross, disgusting, weird timeline.
Okay, do you remember
it's
where
mine?
It's
mine. It just comes to my brain.
We have to understand history because history echoes through time.
I don't think this has ever happened in history where people are just like, it's mine. I'm taking it. It's mine.
Really?
Really? Has it? When?
Every single empire ever.
Well, that's because they were all probably getting a little dirty and sexually degenerative, right? Is that what happened, Holly?
No, because that's when it retracted back and it started getting all sexual and stuff like that.
So nobody fought to protect their empire, is what you're saying?
Of course they did.
Well, but I don't think anybody's going to fight to protect Greenland from being taken.
No, because the way, so that we're in like 5th generational warfare right now. So it's technological, it's psychological, and it's propaganda. That's what's going to. And when Trump was talking about when he first got elected, and he was talking about how he was going to take over the world and take back America, was through tariffs.
Yeah,
that's what he's doing. He's taking property, he's taking land through tariffs with no bloodshed.
So
he's going to tariff the shit out of everything and take over Greenland. basically the American empire is finally actually empiring. Just like the British Empire, just like the Roman Empire, just like the Ottoman Empire, just like
fucking gay.
And like
it's terrible.
It's terrible, but I mean, if you look back in history as a citizen, where the Ottoman Empire started coming into your country or coming into your village, they actually had the swords and they were cutting up people and all that stuff. So it was violent bloodshed. This isn't going to be violent bloodshed. It's going to be via economic stressors, tariffs, propaganda, and it's technological attacks. Right? So it's like you said, it's a new era of fighting. And then you look at the Muslims have been taking over land. Like, why do you think the African continent now is Northern Africa is majority Muslim?
Well, because they keep bringing them in?
No, because they went in and took it over and empired.
Okay, but what about okay, so anyways, what are we gonna do though, guys? Okay, what are we? I know everyone's sitting here and they're like, we can sing Kumbaya, we can be spiritual and fight it, but that's not gonna work. I do want to point out one thing. Donald Best and his creepy little band of feds are planning a strike, national strike. That Vincent Grucey or whatever that works with them. No, I know, but like, so okay, so that was one plausible suggestion. Phil Brown suggested it. I'm sure KJV Michael has suggested it more than once. That has been a suggestion, but now these faggots are going to do it, and they're going to do it. But you guys, they're all little feds, so you can't. Don't go join that one. I don't know what else to do. Like, they're just going to do everything.
No, because that's economic warfare, right? If we go on tax strike or whatever, that's absolutely economic warfare. And that's something that gives us power. But what happened was the government got wind of it and they infiltrated it with their actors, and totally kiboshed the situation. Now, to lighten things up, here's why I think that the global elites, the American empire, want Greenland. Are you ready?
Okay.
You ready to get your mind blown?
Ready.
Now, how many of you know about the object in Greenland? A couple of you, okay. Well, for those of you that don't know, there is a spacecraft that has melted out of the ice in Greenland. As you know, the North Pole has melted completely. You can go from London to Moscow or to Russia by going over the North Pole now. All the ice cap is gone. The last place that has ice on it was Greenland. Greenland had a 18,000-foot ice cap on it. Well, the spacecraft that is anchored in the center of Greenland created the last ice age 50,000 years ago. It's a weather machine. It's 55 miles wide, 300 miles long, and 2 miles high. The people that lived in it were called the Mois. If you draw a straight line from the spacecraft to the Washington Monument in Washington, D.C., through the Yucatan Peninsula Great Pyramid at Mitsubishi, and ends up on Easter Island where the Mois have been dug out of this dirt. The heads on Easter Island, well, 2 years ago they finally went ahead and they excavated, and they're all 65 to 85 foot people, full body carvings. And these were the people that lived in the spacecraft that was uncovered that's melting out of the ice in Greenland. So when you think we've been alone, these people have been up there for 50,000 years. The spacecraft is still active after 50,000 years. It has a 200-mile dampening field where no electrons can flow into it. In 1947, a B-52 bomber flew into that pattern, into the dampening field, when trying to fly between Maine and London. As a result of that, they lost power and crashed in Greenland. As they sent in rescue B-52 bombers to rescue them, they hit that same dampening field, but they veered off. They just ricocheted off of it. And by testing, trying to get to these guys, they were able to bring a circumference and find out that there was an object 200 miles to the center of this field. On the southwest corner of Greenland, there is a small community. It's the only community on the island of Greenland. That community is a military Post, CIA, that uses a compressed air generator to operate diesel engines to run a Caterpillar to run back and forth to 200 miles from the base to the object in Greenland. A lot of our technology comes from the reverse engineering out of the spacecraft. It is still functional and is still in operation. So it's pretty important what this thing is. All the nations worldwide are up there with the United Nations, and they're all acting, working together.
Nope.
Yeah?
Nope. Actually, Holly, I found a video that follows up on that. Just 1 second here.
Okay, but on that
actually, I'm just gonna push the. I'm just gonna put the audio. Here. It's all bullshit, Holly.
I said on a lighter note, okay?
Holly loves the spaceship stuff, guys. She really wants to
do.
She wants to get fucked by an alien.
No. I grew up on the X-Files. I want to believe. So this is actually for realsies. So the Pituffik Space Base, which used to be called the Thule Air Base, is actually the United States Space Force base located on the northwest coast of Greenland. Do you remember Space Force?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do.
That's where their base is, right next to the spaceship that's melting out of the ice.
Mm-hmm.
Prove me wrong.
I'm not going to prove you wrong. I'm looking up your fetish here, Holly. I've looked up the. I've
No,
just.
please don't.
Yeah, I know
No,
I did.
I wanna
Holly,
watch
I know I did. I've Googled it now. I'm sorry, Holly. Okay, so Holly, I think I'm concerned. I'm concerned.
Okay, so you were asking how the fuck do we deal with this? How the fuck do we deal with this? This
And
is
Holly
how I
just
deal
keeps
with
going
this.
back to alien porn.
Alien.
It's okay,
Aliens.
Holly. Don't worry. I got a video for you, Holly. Not a video. Sorry, it's a still image. Everybody, calm down. If you don't want to see something gross, don't look. Close your eyes for a second, kid.
Close your eyes if you're of a sensitive disposition.
Yeah. So this is Holly's dream and fetish. Okay. That's Holly. That's Holly. The girl. That's Holly. She's not the alien. Holly, admit it. Admit it. Admit it, Holly. You have a fetish for aliens and you want to get boned by an alien.
I do not want to get probed by an alien.
She wants to get probed. She wants to get probed. You do. It's okay, Holly. If the aliens are listening, Holly, you know where she lives. Just go beam her up. Okay, Holly, we're good. Holly, you can take your picture down.
Von D is on my side.
Von D?
Yeah.
Von D, you think it's more likely there's a spaceship there or Holly has an alien fetish? Let's do votes in the chat.
Okay, one for spaceship and the fact that the U.S. United States Space Force is located up there next to that spaceship, and that's why the world wants it.
Porno.
Or number two,
Holly wants to make
get
a porn.
railed by an alien.
Yeah, she does. That's what it's always alien porn, Holly. You guys don't understand. You know that horse cock I was talking about in her bathroom? I now realize that was alien. It's not a horse. That's why it's 20 feet long. It makes sense. I'm sorry, Holly. It's okay, Holly. So the aliens are going to come. They're going to liberate you. But what about the rest of us? What do we do?
Well, it was said in our chat.
Okay, well that could work, I guess.
So,
but I mean,
there's evil, and the evil is what we're facing in this world. The devil fears Christ.
But you know what I think people need to start fearing more of? I think people need to start fearing the reality of what we're going to be left with if we don't fix this. This is going to be the new anthem for Canada.
Utard, retard nation. Retard, utard,
retard
nation. Retard, utard, retard nation. Retard, utard, retard nation.
Okay, so if you guys don't want that to be your national anthem, I suggest we figure out a fucking plan.
Okay,
but don't do the Donald Best. Don't do that one. Don't do the one with Vincent Gersey. I will show you it really quick so that everybody knows that not to follow this. Oh, and get that, that Joe Adigar, whatever his name is, whatever, the guy that Canada First, he created it, even though he lied. He is now claiming, I don't know if it's him or how this rumor started, but everyone's saying he's the brown coat guy that got ran over by a horse.
The brown jacket guy?
Yeah, it was not Joe Adjivar. I can't remember how to say his name.
Blah, blah, blah.
Wow, Shaunae's being just filthy. The burger gag and a good hard fisting. That's what you fear.
No, I fear the evil. I fear the evil that's in this world.
And the only protection she finds is definitely alien cock. But anyways, Vincent Gersey. Vincent Gersey. Okay, this is his account. He's a cop, guys. Okay, he's a fucking cop.
He's a cop.
Oh, I love that song. Yeah.
My favorite song. I play it in the car.
Do you? I haven't played it for her yet. I don't know if she's heard it. I don't even think she has heard it.
No, I don't think she has.
I think we'll have to play it for her one day.
Yeah.
Like in person. I want to see your reaction in real life.
Yeah.
Well,
when you decide to make it up here to get your hose put in.
I'm getting a hose put in.
Yeah, she's getting hosed.
Her house.
We can let
we'll tell Jacqueline.
We'll tell Jacqueline, and we'll get to watch her listen to the song. We can play her the video too, the music video that I made.
Yes, we can. It's alien porn for those watching who don't understand. It's okay.
It's not alien porn.
I bet you do make cops nervous. Okay, JV Michael. I don't think I make anybody nervous. I mean, okay, no, I make my kids nervous, and I make people that I'm friends with, like Holly, nervous. Like if we were to go out, let's say to Walmart, she would have a right to be nervous because she doesn't know if I'm going to pull out the new skit that we're doing for our tribute band.
No, that doesn't make me nervous. What makes me nervous is your tires on your car.
Holly, I put air in them the other day, and it was right. So
I was very proud of you. And I did play your voicemail message for my husband, and he
laugh or did he
chuckle?
Wow, so rude. It's like, she's so dumb. How is she still alive? I don't know. It's a fucking mystery.
We wonder.
Well, I love you guys. I think, Holly, do you have any more stuff to talk about?
I have one more fun moment that I think is another light in the darkness of what you can do as an individual.
Okay.
Learn how to throw a good hook.
Hey, guys.
That's fucking amazing. Good for him. Ooh. What a bunch of fucking losers. The guy with the long hair, I knew the minute he walked up very unconfident, he was getting knocked out.
Oh, yeah.
That's, you know what? That would be scary, though. That would be scary. God, can you get rid of that photo? Like, God, I just see alien dick. Anyways, there we go. That would be scary.
That was you that posted that, BT Dubs.
It was from her imagination. That's her fantasy. But that would be scary if you got surrounded like that. Like, I think about that billboard Chris all the time. Getting smashed out, like spit on and screamed at and hit in the face by the trannies.
Yeah.
Like, terrifying.
Getting his arm broken.
Yeah. Really upsetting.
Yeah. So just like, and I know, like, as women, we don't have that kind of physical power, but I mean, sometimes you just got to fight.
Dude, like, you don't even understand. I grabbed that man's nipples at the conflict.
Yeah.
I was trying to divert. I didn't want the boys to fight because the cops were right there. So you know what? I really think I foiled. The more I think about it, I'm like, you foiled what was supposed to be a violent moment that was going to be caught on film to show that these terrorists were down there being violent. And then I just jumped in the middle and grabbed this man by his nipples because his shirt was open, or his jacket was open. And I was screaming at him to get the fuck away from Alex. Everyone was mad at me.
But it was effective.
Well, the guy walked away and his buddy came up and like completely everything all of a sudden was gone and done.
Mm-hmm.
Very weird. Very weird.
Yeah. So, I mean, learn how to defend yourself. Don't get yourself into those situations in the first place. That's what I'm saying.
But if you do nipples, twist the nips.
If you do, as a woman, either carry a small pocket knife in case somebody tries to rape you when they're viewing your property in Alberta.
Oh, fuck yeah. That woman, she needs an award. She needs an award.
Yep.
Oh, did you hear? There's another missing person linked to him?
Linked to that guy. And other women have come forward that were assaulted by him that are celebrating.
There's a Pakistani guys, a Pakistani man. He had a bunch of properties and he was a landlord. And this woman went to go view it and she brought her dad. I don't understand how the man managed to separate the dad and daughter, but he did.
Yeah,
he tried to rape her and she got violent. He was getting violent. She literally fought him to the death, killed this guy, thank fuck, and she lived. She isn't going to be charged. But now they found that there's another missing man that's linked to this guy.
Yeah.
And they said there was enough blood evidence. That's why they believe they're looking for a homicide victim.
Yep.
Yeah, squirt bottle
Right.
hot sauce right in the urethra.
Oh.
What? I'm just giving options. I'm adding to it.
So, I mean, we don't have to get into it because we're 5 minutes towards the end. But a young lady, 30, she defended herself with a pocket knife against.
I literally just told
fucking. His name was Shabazz Ahmed. He lured women to the residence of the community in Edgemont under false pretenses of a property showing. She went there with her father, which is smart. She went there with her dad. Smart. But so somehow they got separated and then he started attacking her and apparently she started fighting back extremely hard. He punched her and choked her and bit her fingers.
She killed him. She literally, they fought to the death. So it would have been violent.
She had a small pocket knife in her possession and she stabbed that motherfucker to death, and good for her. And she's getting no charges.
She made the country, or made Calgary a lot safer.
Yeah, non-culpable homicide.
Yeah.
No charges laid. Good for her.
I hope she gets some awards or something.
And that makes me so happy that I live in Alberta, because if this happened in Ontario,
yeah, we'd be fucked.
She would.
All right, we gotta go.
Homicide. We're gonna go.
Make clips. We love you.
We love you.
Next Tuesday.
We'll see you next Tuesday. As always, signing off with some good news.
Yeah. Everybody, don't worry, your fetishes are probably fucked up, but we love you.
Yes. Bike chains.
And
good. Thank you. See you next Tuesday.
Maybe the next step in your healing journey is to go around calling people fucking cunts. That is all for today's therapy session. I'll see you next Tuesday.